Hey guys, Carl Jackson here. So everybody and their mama uses the word conservatism, but what does it mean? I've defined it in 6 words, all starting with the letter C. Number 1, Christ. Why is Christ important? Christ is important because we need the God of the Bible to determine what is truth, what our values are, and what morality is. Without those objective truths, everyone would just have a mere opinion. We would all be living in subjective truth, and then things just wouldn't matter. I mean, things like abortion, we wouldn't. Who's to say whether it's right or wrong without the God of the Bible? The second C is Constitution. Listen, the Constitution is our referee in the game of freedom. All right. It doesn't matter if you're Republican. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat. It doesn't matter if you're a libertarian. The Constitution gives us guidelines as to how to operate in this game of freedom, and it lets us know when we go out of bounds. The third thing is obviously capitalism. No one grows up with aspirations of being on welfare. So conservatives communicate capitalism because we know that capitalism speaks to people's dreams. It speaks to their goals. All right. So we have Christ, we have Constitution, we have capitalism, and we have communication. I like to use this analogy when it comes to communication, and when speaking of conservatives, I used to always hear the term we're compassionate conservatives, or it's stupid. Listen, conservatism is compassionate. You know, Uncle Sam, the federal government, looks at people and says, "You're nothing without me." It looks at Democrats, it looks at people on welfare, and Uncle Sam says, "You're nothing without me." But what conservatism communicates is, "No, Uncle Sam, you're nothing without me." In other words, conservatives know their proper role inside of the constitutional structure. So we have Christ, we have Constitution, we have capitalism, we have communication and compassion. Conservatism is compassionate, simply for what I've already stated. We look at an individual, we value the individual. We look at each person and we value their worth. And we say, listen, God has given you some talents. Go out and do something with this. You're special. It doesn't mean you're going to be rich. It doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be poor, but it means you're going to be content because you're going to be using the gifts that God gave you to serve in whatever capacity He gave you to serve on this earth. So we have Christ, we have Constitution, we have capitalism, we have communication, we have compassion. The last C, is courage. It takes courage today to be a conservative. It takes courage today to be a Christian. And I believe they're intertwined in many facets. But look at the threats some of our speakers and people that we see on Fox go through. Look at the threats that Sean Hannity gets, Laura Ingraham, Glenn Beck, Bill O'Reilly. Look what was done to him. Look what was done to Judge Janine Pirro just recently, being suspended over telling the truth about Ilhan Omar. All right, so it takes courage to be a conservative in today's environment, because when we're the ones leading the charge in truth and withholding the Constitution and keeping America a capitalist society, it takes courage. We're going to be bashed, and we have to be ready for that, and we have to stand up for that. So I hope I've just defined conservatism effectively for you using my 6 C's. And until next time, don't grow weary doing good. God bless you all.